The design junkies are cooking. And when I say cooking, I mean really, really cooking. Now, if you're a creative in Ghana, all right, and you are into podcasts as well, I'm sure that one way or the other, you might have come across the name Design Junkies because, I mean, initially they were into podcasts. That is how I discovered Design Junkies. Or if you watch Unscripted with Raygan, which is arguably one of the best podcasts in the country right now, I'm sure you might have heard of Design Junkies. Now, today I'm going to update you guys on two things, right? The Design Junkies are embarking on a tour. They are embarking on a tour to promote a campaign, and the campaign is basically to design your greatness campaign. And this campaign is basically to empower creatives out there. For now, they are empowering creatives in the universities or on campuses, empowering them to know that they can even achieve great things even whilst on campus. They don't have to necessarily complete school before they can be great or do the great things that they want to do. But before we jump into the video for the tour, I want you guys to watch a very something like a mini documentary of Design Junkies, which I discovered on Instagram. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, so that's Raygan, second on the left. Yeah, okay.
The journey of the Design Junkies has been an exhilarating ride filled with challenges and triumphs. From a simple podcast to a thriving community, our story is one of passion and perseverance. My name is Samual, co-founder of the Design Junkies, and today I'll take you through our incredible journey to FitCon 2024.
Hard. I'm loving this already.
We began on November 5th, 2021 with a simple message. I reached out to Jeffrey on Instagram, sharing my vision of starting a design podcast. And the next day, I connected with Raygan. And just like that, the Design Junkies was born. With a shared commitment to mentoring and inspiring designers, we embarked on this journey together, driven by a desire to give back to the community that have given us so much. In January 2022, we launched our podcast, armed with nothing but our laptops and a lot of enthusiasm. Despite the initial hurdles, our passion shone through and our audience grew steadily.
And then a big shout out to my. Sorry for pausing. If I'm being honest, Design Junkies, they are one creatives or one group of creatives who have actually inspired me a lot. They were the reasons why I even decided to start doing podcasts in the first place. Okay, I started with the Chris show, which didn't go really well, and then along the way, I started the Pixels and Perceptions podcast, and that one too, it has been dormant for a while now. But I do intend to revive it again with my co-host Christian, obviously. So if you want to check out my podcast as well, I'll leave it in the description for you guys. But then let's continue.
Chris, the Design Junkies, you guys should listen to our podcast. We have a lot of things coming up, so watch out. Thank you very much.
Our hard work and dedication were recognized with numerous awards and chart-topping success. The Design Junkies became a staple in the design community, climbing the charts on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, we bagged 4 nominations and 1 award at the Appreciate Creative Awards in 2022. In 2023, we expanded to YouTube, adding a
I
new
really
dimension to our content.
really wanted to go for the Associate Awards. Was it last year, last 2 years? No, last 2 years. I don't think there was an Associate last year. I'm not sure. I really wanted to go, but then I couldn't make it, even though I was nominated. I was nominated for upcoming Creative of the Year or something, I think. Yeah. I'll put a flyer here somewhere, but yeah, let's go ahead.
Our fun and engaging videos, especially the Hot Sauce Challenge, resonated with so many viewers and expanded our reach.
Oh my god.
Early 2024 brought the launch of our exclusive WhatsApp community. The overwhelming response showcased the demand for a close-knit interactive space for designers to connect and grow. And now, here we are at FitCon. This conference is the pinnacle of our journey, a testament to our dedication and the vibrant community we've built. Today, we bring our virtual advocacy to life, right here with all of you. We have an incredible lineup prepared just for you. So sit back, get ready to be inspired, and enjoy the experience. Welcome to FitCon 2024. Let's make this moment unforgettable.
All right, so basically that's it for the Design Junkies. So I hope that at least if you didn't know the Design Junkies, this is who they are. And I believe that the Design Junkies are actually on a journey to change the whole creative narrative in the country. And I'm really, really glad because in the campaign video, I saw most of the creatives that I really, really look up to, Abdul Meza, the Art God, Boka, you know, I thought I would see Ivy in there, but I don't know. But yeah, so let's watch that video as well, and then after that, I'm going to share my opinion.
There's no applause for this
The
moment.
angles, man, the angles.
No
the
headlights,
angles.
no guarantees. Just you, a screen,
Crazy, man,
a
crazy.
sketchbook, an idea, and the quiet decision to keep going.
My man.
People think greatness happens all at once.
I admire these guys so much. I admire these guys so much. Out of Messiah, Boka, like there is something I don't know. They are just so exceptional. They are just so exceptional, and I like that.
That it's a moment, a breakthrough, a gift. But it's none of those
Dang,
things.
I like the transition.
It's in the small wins that remind you to keep going. It's putting your work out there, unsure if anyone will care. It's the first client who takes a chance on you. Greatness isn't a title. It's not something you wait for. It's something you build. And the best part, it belongs to anyone willing to pursue it. Design your greatness.
Greatness isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. And I love that statement so much. It's something you build. So I mean, basically, they are on a campaign. They are trying to empower creatives out there to make them understand that you build your own greatness. Okay, greatness is not something you wait for. It's not something you sit and wait to get to you. It's something you build. And yesterday they went to UCC, and so I think if you need more details about the campaign, you can check out their website at dsgnjunkies.com. You get details about the campaign. Everything is over there. But I think the next campus they'll be heading to is somewhere in Accra. I mean, whatever tertiary they'll be going to, but I'll make the inquiries and then I'll put it out here for you guys. I'll get the coverage, the news, and everything. Because this is something I plan to do more on my channel. I'll be giving you guys updates on anything that is related to creativity, art, or design, anything around the design industry or the design community. I'll make sure to update you guys on it. So this is amazing. If you want to know more about the Design Your Greatness campaign, you can check it out on there. But then before we leave, I nearly forgot this thing. I think Raygan will explain more about the campaign to you guys.
Design Your Greatness. Yeah. Right? Design. What are we designing?
So, I mean, we've understood what design is, right? So now we all understand it's not just the visual, right? Everybody can be great and everybody is great. But one thing we've come to understand is most times people are trying to wait for the perfect time to start that journey they want to get on, right? So in summary, what we are trying to do this time around is we are launching this campaign to inspire people, to let people know that it is possible. So I met Sam, I think 2 weeks ago, and he was showing me some visuals he designed, right? So you see Sarkodie from, let's say, 20 years ago, and you see Sarkodie today. You see the face, you see the things he was wearing, you see him today, you realize that he has designed his greatness. There's that journey, right? So that's what we are trying to do on this particular campaign. And underneath that, there's the whole campus store.
Yeah, and just like Raygan said, we have a community of about 350 people.
Yeah.
One of the things people always feel like they have to have like the latest MacBook. They have to be in a certain state to be able to be great. And we all have different stories. I'm sure you have your own story of how you started your journey and everything. Like you don't need to have the best of tools. You just need to start where you are. And so that's the message you're trying to paint across. And we figure why not take it to where these people are. There's a lot of people in our community are young professional students. They learn one thing in school, and then one day out of school, they are trying to get into something entirely different. I think you mentioned visual arts, right? And now you're doing media, right? So it's something like that. It's just the message you're trying to cut across or put across to these different people, right? So we take the message to them in their schools, show them that this is what is possible. You don't necessarily have to limit yourself once you're in school. You don't necessarily have to limit your thinking while you're in school. Think big and be bold in what you want to achieve, and this is definitely possible.
Yeah.
So is this initiative just targeting students or young people, or are there other branches to this Design Your Greatness initiative?
Okay, so I want to say something. There's this thing in the team, right? When you hear the word creative, right? It's not someone that, normally when you hear creative, it's just someone who's in the media space or, does visuals and all that. But we think of creatives as people who have ideas. So if you can think of an idea, you're a creative. So we're not just limiting it to someone that is in school, that is under the age of 25. No. Even if you are 16 and you are close to where we are having this particular event, you can show up. I started working back on campus when I was in level 300. So it's possible, just like someone was saying, we don't want the students to think of, I need to get a degree before I can start working. We want them to start thinking of their career right from, campus. So there's no limit to it. No, even if you want to come, I'm sure we can arrange a bus for you too.
So how many universities are you targeting?
So we are targeting 5 universities. The first one is kicking off actually this Saturday at UCC.
Okay.
And then the next one is June 28th, UMAT. And then we go to KN University.
21st July.
July 12th. And then
yeah.
University of Ghana, July 26th. And then Ashesi, September. It's yet to be decided.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Legon and Ashesi will be a hackathon. So like a design challenge sort of.
Yeah, it's exclusive. We didn't want to announce it.
Now, thanks to J1. But how do people participate? You just have to be a level of creativity. Is that all?
Yes, with an asterisk, just like Raygan said. Anyone with an idea is a creative. That's what we believe. So if you want to participate, just follow us on our socials, Dsgn Junkies, the Dsgn Junkies, or go to our website, dsgnjunkies.com, and go to the events page. You see all the events we have coming up. We also have FitCon coming up. That's later. FitCon? It's our design conference. The first one was in August last year. We had over 360 people showing up, which arguably one of the biggest design conferences in the country. It's the second edition will most likely happen again this year.
It will happen.
Which will also happen in August?
No, December.
December.
Well,
okay, but last year you did it in August.
Yes.
Okay, but this year you're doing it in December.
Another exclusive. So it most likely it will happen, just like Raygan said. But we are focusing on the campus store right now, and then trying to put it all together, make it happen successfully, and then everything will culminate at FitCon.
I just want to add something to the campus store. When you look at the outline for the event, it's not just design conversations. That's what we want people to understand. We are bringing people who have been working in the industries for a very long time. So there's talk on personal branding, there's talk on careers.
I see that. That's what you talk about, all these things on your podcast. You just opened your page.
All right, so basically, I think Raygan and Samuel mentioned everything. They they're talking about a lot of things, branding, positioning yourself as a creative and all of that. And basically, they are trying to give out the idea that so far as you have an idea, you are a creative. A creative doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be someone who is a designer or a photographer or a videographer. Even a doctor can be a creative, right? So far as you have an idea about something, you are a creative. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification icon for more creative related updates, creative design, tech, anything around tech, design, and creativity. I'll be updating you guys. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.